Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to talk about Karnataka's extraordinary rise in the global IT sector. From being a quiet, green, cultural state of South India to becoming the Silicon Valley of India, Karnataka's transformation is nothing short of remarkable. Karnataka's rise in the IT sector didn't begin recently. It is rooted in decades of scientific temperament and industrial development. Let's rewind back to the early 1990s. In 1909, philanthropist Jamsetji Tata and the Maharaja of Mysore laid the foundation of the Indian Institute of Science, the legendary IISc. This institution didn't just create scientists, it built a culture of research, innovation, and engineering excellence long before India gained independence. After independence, public sector undertakings strengthened this foundation. Bengaluru became home to major government backed technology and engineering giants. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Bharat Electronics Limited, Indian Telephone Industries, National Aerospace Laboratories. These organizations attracted engineers and researchers from across the country, filling the city with brilliant minds and deep technical expertise. This was the first spark. Karnataka had unknowingly started preparing for an IT revolution. In the late 1970s and the early 80s, something changed. India began seeing early signs of a software export country. Companies like Tata Consultancy Services and Wipro recognized Bengaluru's talent pool and set up operations. Wipro made the bold transition from a vegetable oil company into a software powerhouse right from Bangalore. Infosys, founded in 1981 by 7 engineers, including N.R. Narayanamurthy, started modestly but dreamed globally. But the real turning point came in 1985. Texas Instruments, an American semiconductor company, set up a research center in Bangalore, the first major MNC to do so in India. This sent a powerful signal to the world. Bangalore has world class engineers. Bangalore has global potential. The cycle of innovation had finally begun. 1991 changed India forever. When Indian economy opened up, imports became easier, foreign investment was welcomed, and technology companies found fewer restrictions. Karnataka seized the opportunity quickly. The state government began building an ecosystem specifically designed for IT companies. It wasn't accidental, it was strategic. Tech parks were created, land was provided, licenses were simplified, telecom infrastructure improved. By the mid 90s, Bengaluru was buzzing with new tech companies, but Karnataka did something revolutionary. In 1997, it became the first Indian state to launch a dedicated IT policy. This policy encouraged software exports, investment in tech parks, public-private partnerships, skill development, R&D centers, easier business procedures. The government's vision was clear. Karnataka will lead India's digital future. And it worked. By the early 2000s, the world had started calling Bengaluru the Silicon Valley of India. Why? Because the city had everything the tech world needed: a massive pool of engineers, a cosmopolitan culture, hundreds of IT companies, a government that encouraged innovation, a climate that attracted global talent. Multinational corporations flooded into the state. Google, Microsoft, Amazon, IBM, Cisco, Oracle, Intel, Dell all found their home in Karnataka. Meanwhile, homegrown companies like Infosys, Wipro were becoming global giants. Entire IT corridors formed: Electronic City, Whitefield, Outer Ring Road, Mayanta Tech Park, Koramangala and HSR. Each corridor became a microcity, a world of its own. This was in growth. This was an explosion. Bengaluru had become the beating heart of India's IT revolution. As the IT services industry matured, Bengaluru gave birth to something even more powerful: startups. Today, Bangalore is one of the world's top startup cities. More than 15,000 startups operate in Karnataka, including multiple unicorns. Flipkart, Swiggy, Ola, PhonePe, Razorpay, Meesho, Siroda, Cred, Grow. Why did startups choose Bengaluru? Because the ingredients for innovation were already there. Venture capital, incubators, R&D centers, a young risk-taking workforce, a culture that celebrates experimentation. The combination of IT services plus startup innovation made Karnataka unstoppable. The IT sector changed Karnataka in unimaginable ways. Karnataka contributes nearly 30% of India's IT exports. Bengaluru alone exports more IT than entire nations. The industry employs 4.5 million people directly, more than 10 million people indirectly. This massive employment has transformed the state's economy, boosting real estate, hospitality, transportation, retail, education, banking, entertainment. The middle class expanded dramatically. Millions of families rose out of financial instability thanks to stable IT jobs. Karnataka became a global economic powerhouse. But the journey wasn't perfect. Karnataka's IT sector faces several challenges: traffic congestion, infrastructure strain, rising cost of living, environmental stress, competition from other states. Yet, despite all this, Karnataka still continues to lead because its fundamentals remain strong. Karnataka's rise in the IT sector is not a coincidence. It's a story of historical vision, world-class institution, bold policy making, skilled people, global partnership, and an unshakable spirit of innovation. From IISc to Infosys, from public sector labs to unicorn startups, Karnataka has redefined India's place in the digital world. So, what do you guys think about Karnataka's rise in IT sector? Thanks for watching.